Hey y'all, it is your girl Kiana and I'm back again with another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a reaction to the Crimson Cure video. This is why black women love the Jezebel spirit, and it's featuring Ciara, the one and only, the lady who they used to call a man back in the day. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we're talking about today, we are going back into why black women love the Jezebel spirit, the Ciara and Russell edition, because Ciara's back at it again, and Russell appears to advocate or support his wife's behavior. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go ahead and play the little video, minus the sound. I'm not going to do the sound because I don't know if it got music on it or what. But you don't need to hear the sound. You just need to see it. And I'm going to read the accompanying article, and then we will be back with my perspective. Okay, so as you can see the little video, she's twerking or whatever with a bottle of rum on her head. She's topless. She's turned away from the camera. Right. And she posted this, I do believe, on Instagram, a whole married woman. All right. Ciara twerks topless with a bottle of rum on her head for the balance challenge. She bets you want her goodies. The 36-year-old singer left little to the imagination when she shared a clip of herself twerking in nothing but an orange sarong. She got balanced, Ciara captioned in an Instagram video on Thursday, which showed her shaking her booty and balancing a bottle of rum on her head like a total pro. Yeah, pro is right. Her caramel tresses fell down her bare back as she crouched down on the beach and turned away from the camera to showcase her sexy moves. See you later tonight after work, haha. Her NFL star hubby, Russell Wilson, commented on the post, adding heart emojis to the cheeky remark. The athlete who wed Ciara in 2016 recently penned a heartfelt tribute to his wife in honor of her 36th birthday. Perfect in every way God made you for me, the Seattle Seahawks quarterback 33 wrote in October. He made you to fit perfectly in my arms, made you to be the amazing woman and mother you are. God made you to entertain the world with your gift to sing and dance. Wilson continued, he gifted you with the ability to tilt the room, and when you walk in, all the furniture slides towards you. He gifted you with the ability to smile and bring joy to all things, gifted you with the ability to love. Happy birthday, my queen, Ciara. Ciara returned the kind words when her man celebrated his 33rd birthday earlier this month. I wake up every day excited to love you. Every day with you feels like a celebration, and today is a big celebration, she wrote in an Instagram tribute. Okay.
Russell Wilson is kind of the reason why women expect most men to treat them like a queen when they're in a relationship. I'm not saying that it's not okay for a man to treat his woman like a queen, but the level of acceptance of the things that his wife does, like her actions, for instance, that video, most men who are very protective of their woman and they're very protective of their image, that video would not even be okay for many reasons. But the two reasons I want to point out is she's literally bare-backed, no top on, obviously, and it looked like she may not even had undergarments underneath that wrap that she had, and you could literally see her thigh and a part of her cheek on the side, right? Most men would see that and would immediately tell their woman, I don't think that's okay. You need to take it down. It's on the internet for all men to see, right? It shows a little bit of disrespect when women put half-naked pictures on Instagram, Facebook. However, I understand she's a dancer. I understand she sings and all that. If you're dancing like this and putting this on the internet, it shows that you're wanting attention, for one. For two, you're okay with people that is not your man to see your body in a way that your man should be able to view only, right? Back in the Middle Ages, men used chastity belts to protect the wife's virtue while they were away. If a woman can put videos like this online while her husband is at work, what else are you doing while your husband isn't there? It's the fact that you're really putting yourself out there for what is supposed to be his. That's why there's a difference in between men being protective over what is his. A woman's body should really be just saved for her man. Women should be more protective over their own bodies rather than a man having to tell them, yo, I don't think this is okay, you know, or somebody popping off at them like, hey, you need to take that down because that's very disrespectful. I shouldn't have to explain that to you. You should be grown enough. You should be more mature enough. And you should have the self-discipline enough to know that this is wrong and it creates a bad image for me. It make it look like I don't have no structure in my household. I just think that many women out here do the same thing as Ciara is doing just because, you know, Russell Wilson makes this image for a handful of guys that really don't exist. He may be okay with it, but what about the other men? The majority of men that are out here that is not okay with that. Okay with their woman putting their body out there, especially popping like she was just doing. They have this expectation to get a guy like Russell Wilson. They might even just run over a Russell Wilson for even allowing her to do that. Because if she's able to do that, like I said, if she's able to do that, what else could she get away with? She could probably get away with murder if he let her.
So we saw the display and I read the article to you. Where's Russell Wilson's spiritual value at? Where's his spiritual value? Because see, Ciara has never claimed, ever since she hit the scene in the early 2000s, singing and dancing as a performer, Ciara has never, to my knowledge, ever claimed to be particularly religious or of any particular spiritual inclination. Like that wasn't part of her persona. She never had a persona where she was the Christian girl or anything like that. She was just Ciara. She was just Ciara the singer. You know, she danced, she performed, she had her time in the spotlight or whatever. And then, you know, it faded away. She became Future's one of Future's baby mamas, interestingly enough. But during the time between after her stardom or what have you, and that began to decline, Ciara wasn't in a whole lot of celebrity news. Not in a real big way, not in any way that most people was like, man, Ciara's doing this, Ciara's doing that. However, the spiritual value component was definitely part of Russell's persona. Russell Wilson definitely hit the scene as a Christian. Russell Wilson's persona, it was very much a part of his persona to have Christianity, right? Outside, it was one of his actually defining traits outside of his athletic prowess and his athletic achievements, okay? So everybody knew Russell as the good Christian boy. You know, he wasn't cursing, he wasn't drinking, you know, he wasn't out with the scrippers, you know, and all of this other type of stuff. He was the straight-laced, you know, good boy, all-American quarterback. That was Russell's persona when he hit the NFL. And that's how people came to know him. So that was actually the first issue where people kind of raised their eyebrows, like, you marrying Ciara? Not that there was necessarily at first anything just wrong with that. People kind of took issue with it because she was Future's baby mama. But like, it was like, well, we don't know that this is quite the woman. You didn't seem like you would pick this woman, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, to be your wife, considering your Christian background and your supposed Christian values that you live by. And this woman don't necessarily live by them values. I mean, we don't know what value she got, but she ain't never went nowhere and said she had a bunch of Christian values either.
Yeah, you would think that a man like Russell Wilson would have someone that is equally yoked as him. Her being his wife, she would possibly fall in line as a woman wanting to be in a marriage that she may want to naturally submit, naturally fall in line with his direction, right? So when he's heavily in his spirituality and she's not, that's a reflection on him. Like I said before, like you would really think that he's giving her the direction. Like most men want to be able to give their direction to their woman and not allow them to run astray and just run wild and do whatever they want to do. But really, you know, take into consideration that they have a family together and they have this image that they should be upholding together. And not many people think like that, right? Not many people think, especially women, they don't think that they should be equally yoked in everything that their man believes in. You should really be on one accord, whether you both have the same likes and interests of how a relationship should go, or the traditional household and the 50-50 household. Those are complete opposites. Women want to have their own minds. Women want to do whatever they want to do. They want to have control over their own lives, which is okay if you're single. I don't think that's okay in a marriage.
Okay, so now here we are in 2021, and he appears to condone her behavior because much like Ahab, he can't check it. Like Ahab couldn't check Jezebel, Russell can't check Ciara. And the reason why he can't check Ciara is because his spiritual value is corrupted. His spiritual value is, it's there's a word specifically that I'm looking for, not corrupted. It's, anyway, I'll spend forever looking for that word. But it's not in good shape. His spiritual value is I keep wanting to say corrupted, but it's right at the tip of my tongue. Compromised. That's why. It's compromised. He's compromised spiritually. He was compromised the day he got with this woman and invited her into his life. Because his spiritual value must have been compromised prior to her, he couldn't establish it as, you adopt my value system, not yours. I'm not going to adopt yours. You adopt mine. See, and that's the issue. That was Ahab's problem. He knew better. He had a value system, but it was compromised. And it was compromised in the very fact of him marrying Jezebel. Ahab was the king. He could have married anybody. But he could have married a woman from among the Israelites, but he went to get a Sidonian woman that was a pagan, an idolater, and married her. And instead of her conforming to his value system, he began to conform to her value system.
And that's what most women want from men. They want a man who is going to conform to their ways of life as a woman. You know, like I said in another video, a woman wants a man with feminine energy. So that's a woman plus a woman in a relationship. You know, a woman with feminine energy and a man with masculine energy, that masculine energy is automatically going to override. Because not necessarily women don't really want to be in a relationship with a woman. You know, they may want a man because of his strengths, because of, you know, what he can do for her sexually, right? But they want a man to have a feminine mindset. They want men to think like them and conform to their way of thinking, right? Yeah, that wouldn't even work with a man who's all about masculinity. And right off the bat, if a man sees that, it will always be bumping heads. If a man is able to recognize that the woman wants him to conform to what she thinks and what she does in her life, that wouldn't even work out.
And like Ahab again, Russell know better. He knows that her behavior is unacceptable, but he's ultimately fallen to the worship of Ciara. So now everything that she do, he got a thumbs up. He gotta be like, it's okay. He gotta do that, because at this point he can't stop her. What are he gonna do? What are he gonna do? He gonna tell her to stop? She gonna stop? She didn't send him a provocative thing. She sent the world, all of her millions of IG followers. She posted that publicly, like any old IG thought would have done. She all in these challenges like any old IG thought. Any old street thought, any old street 304 with an IG profile could put that up. She ain't did nothing no more special or better than your average hood chick would have done. And this is a woman that's supposed to be married to not only a high earning man, but a high value man, meaning a man with higher morals and value system. But the deal about women like Ciara, women like Jada Pinkett Smith, women like Gabrielle Union, they erode the legacy by making him look bad, by not representing him the way he represents himself.
For the men to even not correct, like, even though they know it's wrong, but they don't even try to correct the actions of these women, especially Ciara, you know, because we're on the topic of her, right? The fact that Russell Wilson cannot correct this behavior. He cannot tell her that, I don't think you should be doing this. This is wrong, right? He cannot tell her that you need to take that down. She would probably threaten him and be like, I don't need you. I think it's really sad that women really have that much power over these men. Take control. Some women can have that control. That's why he said, my queen, my queen, my queen. Queen Elizabeth. Why you think she didn't have a man either? Queen Elizabeth didn't even have help from a man. She never married. She was the virgin queen. Why do you think that though? She had so much power. If she had a king, a husband, she would have had to fall in line, because kings usually are the head, queens are the neck. Kings hold the power behind those last decisions. It's just nowadays, really, these women, they want to be queens so bad that they look up to Ciara. Like she said, they look up to Ciara, they look up to Jada Pinkett Smith, they look up to Gabrielle Union. These women are controlling their men because they have that power. They have that power because those men are not in their masculinity. They are not fully in their masculinity. Men who are in full masculinity and masculine energy, they will not allow any woman to control them, tell them what to do. They will not allow a woman to run their ship. I think that, you know, women actually have this expectation of being Ciara, and they look up to her and they try to use the same tactics in a relationship as Ciara does, but it won't work for them because most of the men nowadays are really realizing their worth, realizing the power that they hold. And I'm not saying power to be negative. I'm not. What I'm saying is men run their own lives. You know, since men won't fall under a rule of a woman, ladies, how would that even work out for you? You will end up alone because men will not go for that at all. I'm gonna finish that video right there. If you guys want to see the rest of the video, I will leave the link for the video down in the description area. But if you do, you know, have any opinions about this topic, go ahead and leave them down in a comment area. I want to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one.